There he is.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, how are you guys?
How are you?
Good.
Before we get started, we're going to do a screenshot. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Ready, guys? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, let's get the whole family squeezing in.
Did you get the whole family?
And we're at it. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Awesome.
Great. Great.
So I need to show you guys something real quick. This is my 5-month-old daughter Amelia and my wife Jenna, but we got her in the onesie, the Batman onesie.
Oh, that's great.
You're starting her early. That's good, man.
Absolutely. She just woke up from a nap. So
Congratulations, Jenna.
Thanks.
That's
What,
wonderful.
for the Batman onesie or the baby?
The baby.
Both.
yeah. So I got I have a million questions for you guys, really, and I love your guys' work. Thank you for your contributions, of course, to the Batman saga, I guess. But I'll narrow it down to 3 quick questions. Hopefully, we can squeeze them in. If you guys could have been one or any other character besides Batman and Robin, what characters on the cartoon would you have been?
Ooh.
On our cartoon?
Right.
I think, you know what was really fun were the villains, because they really made Batman so interesting. They were so complicated. And I would have loved to have done Joker. But I could never have done the laugh the way Mark does the laugh, you know. He's just so perfect. But the Joker is so sick. It would be fun to play the Joker.
Absolutely.
For me, I wanted to be the Batman character as Dick Grayson when Dick Grayson becomes Batman, and have the 2 Batman. Wouldn't that have been a great story, Kevin?
It really would.
The 2 of us, because I know that in some of the comic books you do have Dick Grayson become Batman. So it'd be very cool if there were 2 Batmen.
Yeah, that would be
for sure. Real quick, do people in public ever recognize you guys just by your voices? Like they don't know who you are, but if you're at the grocery store, have you ever had anybody just recognize you just by talking in your voices, your normal voices?
Well, I do a different voice for Batman, but
right.
But I was standing in line once, and a little kid was with his mother, and I was talking to the checkout person, and the kid just started staring at me and staring at me and staring at me, just drilling his eyes. And the mother was apologizing. She said, "I'm so sorry, sir. He never does this to people. I don't know what's going on." I said, "I think he recognizes my voice." And the kid looked up at his mother and he said, "It's Batman." So I don't know how he made the connection. I guess he heard the Bruce Wayne voice or something. But some people do recognize the voice, but it's more the Bruce Wayne voice.
I was on a Zoom call the other night because I'm volunteering for something, and all of the volunteers were on there. There was about 20 of them. They were all about 20-something. You know, they're all about 20-something age. And I started talking, and they just sort of like, some of them were like looking on their phones, and one was like, "Are you the voice of Robin?" Like, yeah. It's like this recognition of all of them, you know, like 20 faces on the Zoom call. It's pretty fun.
Wonderful.
That is so cool. And I don't know if we still have time, but why do you think this series still resonates today?
Personally, I think it's because of all the superheroes, Batman is the only one who's not a superhero. He has no superpowers. He's a human being. And in fact, he's a very flawed human being. He's a really damaged person. And people relate to that because we're all flawed. And since he has no superpower to rely on, he only has his intelligence and his compassion and his will. And those are all human qualities. And he doesn't let life crush him. He overcomes the tragedies of life. And those are lessons we can all learn from. And that's why I think people relate to him, because everyone has difficult lives. Everyone's challenged in life. So he's a role model for a lot of people.
I think the show brought comic books to life for the first time, the way that people who are into comic books really wanted to see it. So in the same way that comic books have survived the span of time, this is going to survive the span of time because it's just like that. It really captured the spirit of the comic books.
Yeah. And the artwork was so beautiful. I mean, these were all hand-painted cells. They don't do that anymore.
No. We were talking about black paper today. Like it was on paper. They don't draw on paper.
Yeah. And a full symphony score. I mean, the amount of money they spent on those shows is the reason it's lasted so long. They still hold up. They still look like works of art.
Yeah, I agree. Well, you guys are amazing. I'm sure I've gone over my limit, but just want to tell you guys thank you. I'm rewatching it now as an adult, actually, with my wife and daughter. They've never seen it, of course.
Wow.
So
Well,
thank you for all you guys.
Turn Amelia into a new fan.
We will.
Okay.
We will.
Thanks,
Take
man.
care. Bye-bye.